Good morning, how are we all doing today? For today's video, I'm going to be painting in the final page of my watercolor sketchbook. So, I've had this concept in my mind for a while now. There's this big wolf that roams around freely. Its body is immaterial, instead made up of velvety black nothingness, and yet its fur is somehow decorated with millions of stars and glimmering lights the closer you look. He is the very thing that swallows up the daylight and wraps you in the cozy quiet of the dark. And simply put, he is the representation of the night. It's an initial idea that sparked even more ideas about what the night can look like and symbolize, but we'll get to that later. In this painting, the wolf or the night is harnessed by this figure who represents the moon, and the two share this kind of symbiotic relationship where one needs the other to exist. Aside from wanting to paint the wolf in a dark indigo that fades into the background, I didn't really have a solid plan going in. So here I'm just loosely layering washes for the background, building them up until it hits a dark enough tone that I thought would blend nicely into the wolf. The washes did get a bit muddy here, so I had to let it dry and go over it a few times before I got it somewhere I was happy with. It's also been far too long since I painted in the sketchbook, so I wasn't used to the paper and kind of forgotten all the little quirks like the drying time and just the feeling of it even. For her coat, I wanted to paint these little soft flower patterns using a technique that I developed recently. I've always wanted to figure out how to paint bunches of flowers or grass patches in watercolor, but painting them one at a time just sounds like a nightmare. So instead, I figured out how to create the suggestion of flowers through negative painting. So painting these little shadows and shapes around the flowers, layering them up until it feels like there's depth and clusters of flowers everywhere. The technique still needs some work, but it does the job if you don't look too closely. Honestly, I am so excited to finally be painting the last page of my sketchbook. I feel like I've had this one going for way too long. I think I started it back in like 2020 or 2021, and I just never really painted in it that regularly since I've mostly been working on client pieces or finished paintings for galleries. I also do this kind of weird thing where I always save the first page or spread for last. It comes from this weird habit that I have that each time I start a new sketchbook, I just begin right in the middle. I just open it and start, 30 pages in. I think I just get too nervous about committing something to that very first page. You know, the one you'd see the moment you first open a sketchbook. So for some reason I avoid that for as long as possible, apparently. saved painting the wolf for last because I really wanted to make him dark, with his body just kind of dissolving into the night sky behind him. I also kept the details pretty simple on purpose, since I wanted to add these little stars and constellation details running across his body and into the background later using gold ink. So in some other exciting news, I'm currently working on a new collection of paintings for an upcoming solo exhibition. I've taken a break from doing big shows since my last one back in 2020, and I want to make a whole series of YouTube videos documenting the process of putting a collection together, from sketch to finish. So I won't share too much just yet, but this idea of the wolf and the night is something that I've carried into this new body of work. While it's not the main concept, he has become a recurring character that I've been developing and refining along the way. It's been quite fun to take what started as a very simple idea and expand on it what he could mean or symbolize depending on the painting. For example, one piece I'm working on is about the temptation of escapism in dreams. And in this context, the wolf is a predator, preying on that very human vulnerability of secretly wanting to slip into a dream, to revisit a memory or a person loved or lost. It is a concept that I'm really enjoying digging into, and I'm pretty excited to share more of it with you all. But that's it for now. Here I'm going in with some coloured pencil on top just to tighten everything up, mostly for sharpening some details like facial features or even just to clean up some line work. You definitely can do this with a fine, small detail brush, but honestly sometimes I'm just kind of lazy and coloured pencil just gives you those crisp lines with way less fuss. And the last finishing touch is some white ink for the highlights and these wispy little hair strands. Without these, the massive white chunk of hair just reads as a blob. So adding these few little flyaway strands just suddenly helps it read as hair. Small thing, but big difference. Anyway, here's the final painting. I think it turned out pretty well, and I'm pretty stoked that this is the final painting for my sketchbook. And so that brings us to the end of today's video. As always, I hope you guys are having an awesome day. Don't forget to make more art, and I'll see you guys soon.